Good morning.
Good morning, NASDAQ.
Insert echo. I was too
Insert echo.
too tired to echo.
Too
What is up,
tired to echo it.
everybody?
Morning, morning, morning.
It is
Good
your
morning.
boys, Dom and Jack.
Jack and Dom. Jom.
Dom. Dak.
Ugh,
As in Prescott.
that's a cool name.
I know, right? Did you know his real name's Dakota?
No.
Yeah, Dak Prescott's real.
That actually, I can actually, believe it or
Checks
not,
out.
I understand that.
I know, right?
Wait, I gotta find some links. Say some stuff for a second.
Me?
Just say stuff, yeah.
Stuff. Why am I saying stuff?
Just talk until I find the links for the raffle.
Oh, gotcha. All right, everybody. Today is what is Tuesday, 7-Eleven. Oh, dude,
What is
it's
today?
National
Oh, it's 7-Eleven.
Slurpee Day.
Is that a thing still? Because
I don't
I don't
know.
even know if there's a 7-Eleven within like 100 miles of where I live.
I truthfully have no idea if it's a thing. I hope it is. I know there's like a bring your own cup day. Is today the one where like you get a free Slurpee? Is that how it works?
I don't remember.
Neither do I, man. That
All right,
just
guys,
means we're
welcome
boomers.
in. People are filtering in. It is 7-11-23. Before we get into the scanner, some housekeeping material. We have tomorrow is 7-12/23, and we're giving away a free boot camp ticket because you lovely people got us to 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So you're going to want to. I'm going to post two links here. First one is going to be to the Twitter page of Clover Trading, where you're going to follow those directions. You're going to retweet that tweet, join the free Discord, and then you're going to click on this link here and throw your email and your name in there. That's going to get you all signed up for the raffle. I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. The rules were you have to retweet that tweet and sign up for the raffle. So if you win the raffle because you put your email in, but you did not retweet that tweet, you will not win the free bootcamp ticket. I know tomorrow at 7 p.m., who knows, maybe it might be 7:43, 7:22. When we announce it, you're going to be really upset if we call your name and then we check that you didn't retweet it. It's going to be a pretty lousy way to lose it. So there's only 54 retweets on that, and there's over 100 signups for the raffle.
And we will be getting a copy of the list of people who retweet it. So if your name does get called and you try to sneaky retweet it, it's not going to work. Sorry.
Yeah, the list will be done by 7 p.m. tomorrow. So, yeah, if that's you and you're like, I don't know if I retweeted it, I don't remember, and you want that free bootcamp ticket, it was the first thing you had to do for requirement for entry. But looking forward to that. So far, it's been a success. We're really excited for that bootcamp, excited to go to Boston. I think it's just going to be a wonderful time of year to visit that city. You know, I've never really spent any time there, so I'm quite excited. But yeah, that's all the housekeeping materials I have. The 4th of July sale is over. So if you got in on that 25% discount, congratulations. Someone said, can we rethread it? Do you think I know that much about social media, dude? I don't know what that means. I think the retweet is this little arrow. There's two arrows and it's in a circle. That's the one. But yeah, it helps spread awareness for the event. And it also locks in your spot for the potential free ticket, which will be given away tomorrow on Wine Wednesday. You also have to be live at Wine Wednesday, so make sure you mark your calendars for 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on our Twitch. All right, Jack Danielson, what do we got? What do we got this morning? What's the temperature of the market today? What are we feeling?
You know, we're finally seeing movers, so it's a
Are
little
we?
hotter. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I see 170 on there.
172.2.
What was the 100% mover yesterday? Was it Mob?
Yeah, Mob. That one was ripping.
Ripping?
Yeah. Let's see,
Doji Day
1.5,
won
a little
today,
over
actually.
3. Yeah, it's about 120%.
Okay.
Yeah, GDTC, IPO. I consider this to be somewhat of a sympathy play to PWM, which that's
You know what?
newest
I
one.
don't hate your thesis there. I like the way you connected those dots.
It kind of makes sense. Are they anywhere close to a similar industry? Absolutely not. PWM
Well,
is
let's check the industry, okay?
PWM is about as good as Prestige Worldwide crashing
Oh,
their dad's
that's what I said
boat.
yesterday. I said, why wouldn't it be going up? It has prestige in the name.
Oh yeah, 100%. Makes sense
Gives
to me.
people nostalgia.
Let's see. Yeah, wealth management and asset management services. That's pretty standard. Kind of what you would expect from this. I wonder if they manage yachts. Shall we inquire, Dom?
Inquire.
Inquire. Cytomed, which is also GDTC. I believe this is actually a spin-off of A-Star, so it's not even like the traditional IPOs that we think of, funny enough. But it's close enough, nobody really knows the difference. So as long as that's there, you consider it to be an IPO. Preclinical biopharmaceutical company focuses on developing novel cell-based immunotherapies for the treatment of human cancers in Malaysia and Singapore. So they have a lot of endpoints to meet. Actually, I don't even know if they do have
That
endpoints.
was that news today?
No, that's just the profile on the company. What they are, what they do. The news was they received some sort of a patent, I believe.
Bar Gamma Delta T cell technology.
Yeah, there it is. Patent for its licensed CAR, Gamma Delta T cell tech, granted in the U.S., but they're a Singapore company. Wait,
My computer bugging out.
why would you want that?
Dude, they want it. They want it. Relax, okay? So no real dilution info because they're a recent IPO. They have a lot of cash, obviously. Pretty fresh chart. This is one of those few IPOs we've seen recently that didn't start out way overvalued and then fall to the depths of the earth from like 20 down to 1.
Yeah, I think
So
their IPO
this
price
is kind
was
of an
around
interesting,
4.
kind of an interesting chart. What'd you say it was?
I think their IPO price was around 4. I was looking.
So they opened right
earlier.
around their value.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then
this is
even then
we're a
they hung
little
around.
overvalued now.
Went down about, or it's right on value. You don't know how good this patent is. And actually, one note is, if it is a spin-off, which I'm like 90% sure it is. I think that was like one of the top headlines I read on the ticker. They can have rights units, some sort of selling instrument from previous company shareholders. That is a thing. They may not be listed in dilution, but that is a possibility. Once again, I don't know. I didn't really look that deeply into the filings.
Oh,
But
so this one
just
ran
beware.
after hours yesterday.
Mhm.
Was PWM running after hours?
Not really. It was following.
Really? So it just took over the baton, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Took the baton
Okay.
and started running with it. I like that analogy.
That's what stocks do, you know. It's when we get sector momentum or we get some sort of random movement like this, like recent IPOs, someone's got to take the baton, they got to run with it.
Mhm.
Then they got to kind of pause, like maybe look like they're getting tired, fake the crowd out, and then they just start sprinting again, like PWM. And then because they had that second wind, sometimes someone else will pick up the baton and start running with it as well.
Yeah, speaking of the baton and running, I mean, sprint, sprint, sprint. Oh man, I'm tired. Oh man, I just collapsed. And he's like, just kidding. Sprint, sprint, sprint. They're good runners, man. All right. Next up is BTTX, up 37%. Yeah, this is definitely kind of a buzzkill as far as the vibes that GDTC brings to the market right now. Definitely somewhat of a buzzkill.
Why?
I mean, just look at this daily chart. 1.3 down to 90 cents, triggers SSR. Then it's only gapping up 30 cents, but it's up 35%.
Yeah, this daily chart's pretty non-interesting for me. No real history of run.
Yeah.
The only time it did actually get volume did 45 million back in basically a year ago. Just
yeah.
completely got demolished that day. I'm guessing a little bigger of a float, if you already said that.
I have not yet.
Yeah, just completely top left to bottom right chart beaten down. Not a whole lot of interest there for me. Most of what we're doing each day when we're going through our scanners, identifying the runners, identifying the news, the dilution, is trying to narrow down our focus. Where are the eyes and the attention of the general public, of the algorithms, of the big money? of the manipulators, where they going to be focusing their attention. And on a morning like this, when you pull up your scanner and you've got 170% up on the day, and then everything else is below 40% up on the day, it's a very concentrated area of interest, right? Even though the volume's not absolutely insane on GDTC, what is that, $45 million volume?
Yeah, just about.
Not horrible. You have to expect, though, out of the gate, this is going to have some interest, probably some halts, I would imagine, as well, due to the low float nature of it. We also have to remember PWM is a friend of its, or it is the friend of PWM's, on an insane run from 4s towards 30. And it remains to be seen what that's going to do today as well. I'm sure that has some shorts in a bind. So there is a lot of eyes and attention going to be on that one. The bigger market overall. SPY looks to have held a higher low. EV sector still strong, stuff like CVNA, Rivian, RIVN. I think that is having a red day so far today. So there's a lot of eyes placed everywhere today, I feels like, with this week. But only one really big runner today so far. We're pulling back quite a bit right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I mean, as far as small cap trades go, where are the majority of traders going to focus their attention? I would wager that it's going to be GDTC, PWM. They're just the most volatile. They have the most liquidity over the last couple of days, and so therefore I can say that the majority of the traders will be focusing on that instead of BTTX. Which, by the way, had news today of trading higher after the FDA approved the company's Aspire RX prescription-only digital therapeutic treatment. I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, digital therapeutic treatment.
Digital therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
What does that consist of?
I don't know. I could not tell you. Could be a computer exam, or could just be a Zoom call where the guy says, you might be depressed. I don't know.
That makes more sense.
It's going to provide cognitive behavioral therapy to adults with type 2 diabetes. I have no idea what digital therapy could be for that. Anyways, CING. This one's already coming off the highs, it looks like. I remember seeing this, 1.6 or so. I believe they had data of some sort. Alright, let's see this. Singulate announces top-line results from Phase 3 adult efficacy and safety trial of CTX-1301 for ADHD. So they're just results. They reported, up 35%. I'd say they met a couple endpoints, maybe.
You're talking about CING?
Mm-hmm. Met a couple endpoints, it looks like.
Met a couple endpoints.
They're pretty
low
dilutive.
float, 8 mil. A lot of dilution risk here. They're actually running right now at a cash burn rate of negative 3.58 million per quarter. So that's good. You know? And
Good in its own way.
And they actually only have negative 1.9 months of cash left. They withdrew an offering, got a bunch of warrants at 6, and they have an active ATM as well. And they got a shelf.
Okay,
A
so
lot of fun there.
if you're long, you can essentially get attacked from 4 different angles by by owners. Okay, yeah.
And then, so now that I know that information, let's go to the daily chart and see if we can find out if this company is historically diluting. Just from the daily chart, pretty much the highest it ever got was the day that it opened, and it is before this morning's gap was pretty much at the lowest it's ever been. So top left to bottom right, not generally the sign of a strong company, a strong stock. Not to say that weak companies, that poopy companies can't run big for short periods of time. That's really all we're looking to do as traders, is find that volatility, find that time in the stock cycle when it's strong, when it's running, when it's got shorts twisted. But not every gapper turns into one of those, and our job is to find and weed out which ones are very unlikely to do that. And dilution's a big one. Not to say again, dilutive stocks can't run. They've done it in the past. We've seen some pretty insane movers where the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent, and fraudulent, poopy, scammy companies run for a long period of time before they inevitably have to dilute. But if companies like this need money, they're going to use the stock price to do it generally, because that is their quickest, easiest way to raise capital so they can pay their salaries.
Well, you also think about it. If you're losing money quarter over quarter, and you go to a bank and say, "Hey, give me $5 million," bank's going to say, "How are you going to pay it back? You lose $3 million every quarter." So if you're losing money, you have a net cash outflow from your company. You're not going to be able to pay back the loan. So that's why they have to turn to their stock price. Nobody wants to do it, but sometimes you have to.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta really. Everyone gets mad about when companies like offer or they have ATMs, and it's like,
Yeah.
in reality, what would you do if you released a PR? It's just the right market, right? You have this active ATM, and your stock price goes up 200% overnight, and all of a sudden you can capture millions of dollars out of thin air. It's a lucrative way for these companies to get cash quickly. And it's quite impressive if you look at some of the turdiest companies over time. I'm thinking of like Tops, CEI. How many times they've been able to successfully run their stock hundreds of percents, dilute it, reverse split, pump it up, dilute it again. Like, it's almost an art form that has to be respected at some level.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. It's just an art form. Like, look at this. Okay. How many times can you really trick long buyers into buying your stock and then just say, all right, I'm going to unload these shares? How many times can you really do it? I mean, it's just insane. I mean, here's a time right here. There's probably a time. There's a time. There's a time. There's a time. It just goes on and on with spikes that they just dilute. And it's incredible that they can actually pull that off. But, I mean, at the end of the day, go bankrupt, lose your company, or sell a little paper to the general public and be a bad guy for a day. You know what Clover Trading would do. We wouldn't be the bad guy, but other people sometimes die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, right?
And a lot of these companies thought they were going to be heroes, right? They thought they were going to meet their endpoints, change the world. I'm sure every one of these, not everyone, I'm sure 20% of these CEOs had visions to change the world.
I'm going to be the next Bezos.
And then all of a sudden it was negative 1.9 million cash flow. And Jimmy and their management team said, "Hey, yo, CEO, let's talk to H.C. Wainwright."
Let's talk to Wayne and the boys.
Right. Is there any other...
Yeah, we just got some mediocre stuff now. We got DFLI, Dragonfly.
Is that a different ticker than it used to be?
I don't think so. I really don't think it was. When was this? 2022? I don't know. I think you're probably thinking of maybe. Was there a DFLY maybe?
I think that might have been it.
Oh no, I'm thinking of DLPH. That one? No.
Oh, back when drone stocks went, wasn't Dragonfly a drone stock?
It could be. Oh, that's wrong. I'm an idiot. All right, let's see. Actually, let's look this up real quick. What is Dragonfly?
I don't think it's the same company.
Profile.
This is like a battery.
Yeah, lithium-ion batteries for recreational vehicles. But they also could have rebranded or something.
That was just a name. I honestly think this is spelled actually Dragonfly. There's a company, it was spelled like Dragon, A-N, Fly. I'll type in Dragonfly drones.
Wait, D-R-A-N?
Yeah.
D-R-G-N.
I'm seeing a website. These are stocks, right? Investors. Let me go to investors section.
Yeah, I have no idea. But it looks like...
DPRO.
Oh, Dipro. Dipro.
Yeah, it's spelled differently.
Dragonfly.
If you trade long enough, you start to memorize stupid ticker names, and you either memorize the ticker or you memorize the name.
Yeah, you think, man, what a great company. just because they made a cool move. All right, let's see. DFLI. Dragonfly Energy's partners with Teardrop Manufacturer to provide full lithium power systems. Okay. I mean, I guess they make the batteries now. They're outsourcing the other parts of the system. Yeah. Ooh. Wait, I think they're alluding to lithium. I mean, this isn't the company making these, but they're going to be a part in it. A new camp RV. Lithium-powered RVs.
That's kind of sweet.
That's pretty sick.
Would it have backup systems to run off a...
No, just one
never.
battery. 50 miles.
Okay. That would not be good for... That's like the one thing I think that and like the whole EV for like trucks. Because they just put so many miles on weekly. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's like, I feel like the hard... Because everyone who gets like an EV car... It just accepts the fact that like a long distance road trip is difficult and going to be a headache.
Yeah.
But like if that is like the sole purpose of that job, of that truck, I don't know. That's when it's got to be more perfect. That's why gas is so nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gas stations out there, I've heard.
There's a lot of gas stations out there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do they sell?
Everything. Twinkies, coffee, White Claws. The necessities.
Oh, gotcha. Nice. All right, everybody. We have about 23 minutes till the market open today. Me and Don, we're gonna head right back into the Clover room.
Yeah. See what someone mentioned. Mob Day 2. Someone asked about the broker or the platform you're using. That would be DOS. DOS Pro, is it called?
Yes, that is DOS Trader.
DOS Trader. Yeah. Whatever you like to use for platforms, really to each their own. A lot of people like DOS. I personally don't chart with DOS. I chart with eTrade Pro. Mm-hmm. That's what I got started using, and I like it. I like the blue and the black colors.
You can change the colors on any platform. Just saying.
No, you can't. But yeah, we're going to head back over to the Clover room. If you guys aren't in there, we do have a 7-day trial. If you want to test it out, with that trial, you can get access to 2 webinars. Video lessons, watch lists. It's a good time over there. And when we head over there right now, we're going to get into the nitty gritty of our watch list, talk about plays we're actually looking to take trades on today, not just the hot stocks that are running on scan. So we hope to see you guys there. Tomorrow morning, pre-market prep, same place, tomorrow morning's at 9 a.m. here on our YouTube channel. The rest of the Clovers will be joining us, and we'll actually get into the nitty gritty of our watch list for free. That's on Free Wednesdays, and we'll also have Wine Wednesday tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, over on Twitch. You're going to need to be there if you want to win the free bootcamp ticket. And by the time you join that Twitch tomorrow at 7, it will be too late to sign up. So make sure you get that done today. Get over onto our Twitter, retweet that tweet, join the Discord, and sign up with your email. And we'll see you tomorrow night. So anything else, Jack?
Nope, that is everything. All right, everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Classy.
Stay classy.